Hey everyone, my name's Alyssa.
And my name is Brennan. Welcome back to the Modern Singer Podcast.
Oh my god, it's been so long. I love batch recording. It's been
20 minutes.
3 minutes, actually, since the last episode ended for us.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, other things we didn't talk about. How are you doing in the heat wave up in northern New York?
Well, it's hot and sticky.
Do you have air conditioning?
Two of my least favorite things. I do have air conditioning,
oh, God bless.
thank goodness.
Okay.
Yes,
There's so many
yes.
summer programs that don't have air conditioning.
That
it's
don't have air
awful.
conditioning, and this is the first year where all of the dormitories do have air conditioning, so we are blessed right now. We are booked and blessed with air conditioning.
Well, today we've got a super fun topic, which I think is wonderful because you just did a takeover. We're going to talk about social media and branding.
Let's do this. Oh my gosh.
Because we are both such huge posters on social media.
We are.
You're better at posting on your own social media than I am. I'm really good at posting on the companies that I work for. And then I forget to post on mine. Amazing.
I was going to say, you're like, that is your job, though, to post for those companies,
know.
though, as well, so...
I know. It's
right now, I'm only working for me, so it's
I'm trying to get hired.
Yeah.
But like as a singer, not as a social media person. Which is fine. Like, girls got to pay her rent somehow.
It's true. And that shows how good you are at doing social media and posting, is that you're getting hired to do it from other companies, so...
So that brings me to my first topic. How to stay consistent in your own voice and in your posting schedule. And I think that you're very, very good at this, especially on your TikToks. So I want you to talk.
Oh, no.
I think that you're wonderful
TikToks.
at your TikTok. It's very much just like you. And it's fun. And it just shows... I just love you so much. And it's all...
I love you too.
Oh, thanks.
It becomes a love fest for a second. Anyway.
But I think that you are so good at sticking to your own voice, sharing things that you think are important, while also just... having fun. And I want to hear a little bit about how your brain works around that, because I'm so much in the world of posting for companies in that way, and I'm kind of just now getting into really posting on like my own TikTok for like fun things and my own Instagram. We're trying. But what goes through your brain when you're doing this stuff?
What goes through my brain is, how can I have the most fun with the people around me? Especially with TikToks and social media things, I jokingly say that my social media is a blackmail to myself. I want to make people laugh, including myself. So if I think it's funny, I just hope that content finds the right people. And I do try to include other people. I was very happy when I knew I was going to be doing this takeover that I just recently did for Chautauqua Opera Company. I knew I wanted to do a TikTok with as many people that were comfortable doing something fun and silly, especially because I was very lucky that the day I was doing this takeover was one of the only days that all of the young artists performed together. So I wanted to highlight that. I wanted to highlight that we're all together performing. So I said, okay, everybody, this is the plan. And after I got all of the content of everybody just doing something fun and themselves, I had so many people ask me, what do I do for this 5 seconds? I said, do something that makes you laugh, that makes you feel like you. And they all came up with something on their own. It was just so much fun. I love including people on TikTok and referencing, pop culture things that might be referencing something that is trending on TikTok right now, or referencing something. I tend to reference things from either Disney, Bluey, shush, called out. I don't
even watch Bluey. I only know it because of you.
At the same time, I've gotten many people into Bluey, and I hope that this inspires other people to get into Bluey. There are if I know I need to cry and let out my emotions, I know which episode of Bluey to watch.
Which one is it?
Either the most recent one, The Sign, which was the 28-minute long episode, so good. Stickbird is also a good one, and there was another. I forget the name of the show. I just remembered the name of the episode. So if you need to cry and you need a good Blue episode, there you go.
I still haven't watched it. My most recent cry TV show is The Vampire Diaries, which is very different.
This is why we're friends. Bluey, Vampire Diaries.
Same thing.
But I try to have the most fun on social media as I possibly can. I have stopped worrying about what I look like on social media in terms of like I don't care if I look pretty per se. I know that there are definitely some very, very silly photos of me. I sometimes play very silly characters. Sometimes I get to play graceful characters, but there's a really awkward face that I'm making because most of the time singing faces are just...
They're not cute.
They're not cute. Exactly. So I have tried to let go of any bad angles or looking weird and just know that, yes, the internet is forever, air quotes with all of that, but things on the internet come in style, out of style. It's only a moment in the woods of cyberspace. Anyway, so I don't know why I was including Sondheim in that, but it seemed poetic in my brain.
I feel like we have to quote Sondheim at least once every episode, otherwise we're doing it wrong.
Exactly. Also, yeah, we had Sondheim on the concert where I was doing the takeover, so that was probably why it was in my brain. But yes, ultimately with social media, I want to have fun. I want to include other people as much as I can because that's when I have the most fun, is when I'm creating memories with other people, and I like using social media as a platform to create beautiful memories with people I only get to spend 6 weeks or a month or however long the contract might be. So it's nice to have a tangible little silly TikTok that we all did together.
I love that. So how do you go about staying consistent in posting?
Dumb luck, ultimately. Really? No, I mean, I try to do something on my story every day. I try to. It doesn't have to be something relevant to my career every single time. Something about myself is I only have my Instagram, for instance. My Instagram and my TikTok I only have one account for each. I don't have my personal and my professional. Some people do have a personal Instagram and then a professional Instagram account. Me personally, I will put it all on one account. That's just who I am. I'm okay with showing my cat and some of more personal. The most personal thing in my life is my cat. Let's just put that out there.
I love Oda Bear.
I love my kitty. I love Oda Bear. He's great. And he's made his Instagram debut. He's made his TikTok debut. But I'm just the type of person that I'm okay with putting a little bit of me in my TikTok and my Instagram, because if companies or agencies are looking at my social media, I want them to know what they're hiring entirely. And it is a silly goose who makes a lot of Bluey and Disney references. So...
yeah.
But ultimately, I forgot what the question was.
Consistency.
My brain is shortaging again. Anyway.
We'll blame the heat wave.
Consistency. It's really, really hot, you guys. But ultimately, I do try to post every day, whether it be a music related or not. It might be, I do enjoy going out and taking walks, though, and taking a picture of something that I might not have noticed before on a walk I've taken so many times. So I try to be observant of the world and use social media to show that type of beauty, or I show the beauty of my floofball cat.
He's so floofy.
He is so floofy. We both have floofy cats.
Yes.
We love them.
Mine is much smaller than yours. Forte is not that floofy.
He's not that floofy, but he's probably as big as my floof. So, it's the perfect combination. I have the large and the floof, and then you have one of each.
This is true.
It's great. Anyway, social media, consistency. Wow. So, the tangents have arrived. But I try to be consistent as best as I can. I take a lot of photos during the day, and if I forget to post in real time, I'll do it at the end of the day. I do try to give myself grace if I forget to post as best I can.
I like all of this. I think, so I take a similar turn to it, but my TikTok is more like my day-to-day life. And then my Instagram is more things that are happening. I try to keep my Instagram just like a little bit more professional because I have a lot of students who follow me, and some of them are middle schoolers. So I'm not dealing with that. But my TikTok is typically where I'll post, like, today I reorganized a whole bookshelf. I'm doing that. I'm doing a low spend July.
Yes.
That I'm literally the only reason why I'm actually doing is because I'm posting about it on the internet, and strangers will bully me if I fuck up. That is the only reason I'm posting it on TikTok.
Accountability. Yes.
Internet bullying.
Stop doing it, everyone. Anyway.
Please do hold me accountable, though, because I actually kind of need it a little bit on this one, because she's on a budget.
Brennan enters the comment section. No.
LOL. I'm working on growing my TikTok a little bit more because I have found that I actually really enjoy content creation. So I'm trying to make it more of like a part of my everyday life where I just film a little bit. Maybe it's a workout, maybe it's a yoga flow or something that I'm doing around my house. I filmed a silly one about my reading where I'm just in like a bunch of different positions on my little chair, and all of a sudden my legs are up the wall, and then I sit up and go, why does my neck hurt? I thought it was funny.
I have not seen this one yet, and I'm gonna have to go
It's a couple
and see
weeks
this
old.
one immediately. How have I missed it? Okay.
I don't know. I also I just started posting consistently, and it helps me think about the world a little bit differently. I really like it because I'm looking at the world and I'm looking for the joy. I'm looking for things that I want to share in my life and things that I want to memorialize or hold myself accountable for, which has brought me a lot of joy. And then my Instagram tends to be more, these are the classes I'm teaching this week. It's more of my like professional self. Like, it's still me. I am who I am as a person. I'm not going to change that. But it's a little bit more polished on Instagram. Not to say that I don't like actually edit my videos when they go on TikTok. Sometimes I don't edit my videos when they go on TikTok, but for the most part, I do edit them. But speaking of editing, I wanted to talk to you really fast about how you keep up with trends and algorithms, especially on TikTok. They're so notoriously confusing.
Oh my gosh. Well, everything is so... TikTok came out, and that algorithm is completely different than any other algorithm.
It changes like every
that
3
exists.
days.
It changes every 3 days because what is trending changes so quickly on TikTok. So, like, I remember the two most recent musical theater trending things was, well, there are worse things than staring at the water on a Sunday. And now it's Mr. Gatsby, it's 7 a.m.
Today's the day!
Exactly. So, and I'm still laughing at all of that. Like, so...
But then also, like, it's only really trending on theater TikTok. It's not trending for, like, normal people.
Well, see, that's obviously where I'm hanging out.
Oh, same. I'm like, oh, I thought everyone was looking at this, and there's only 300 views. Okay, so it's just us.
Yes, I love it. How I keep up with specifically the TikTok algorithm, because that one changes the fastest, is I have to scroll through the For You page and see just what is trending. Yeah.
Mine is mostly cats and like rescue shelters right now.
I
don't know how I managed to do that, but it's amazing.
Oh my goodness, no. But see what is trending through your For You page. And also I check the featured songs on TikTok and what's trending that way. Okay. Because I tend to create TikToks based either what I'm doing in my life, or if there's a certain song or sound that is trending on TikTok, I go, how can I relate this to my life? And that's how I've gotten some viral videos.
You're going to tell me that I'm wrong? You're going to sit there and tell me that I'm wrong? I love that one.
Oh my gosh. But that's how I determine the TikTok algorithm, because yes, it does change very, very frequently, but I have found the most reliable thing is if you hear a sound more than once on your For You page within one scrolling session, assume it's trending, and if that sound speaks to you in any way, you can use it to create some content.
I love that. Yeah, I feel like the TikTok algorithm is easier to play with than the Instagram algorithm. I still can't get a hold on that because they keep changing it.
Yes.
Is it pictures? Is it reels? What's trending? I don't know anymore. And I'm also on there and I'm just like, I'm only on people's stories most of the time.
Exactly. And I'm seeing the meta algorithm specifically for Facebook, though, if you add a picture to your post, that's going to get more traffic.
Pictures and links on Facebook.
Pictures and links are practically the only things that get traffic.
Please follow the Modern Singer Facebook page.
And the Instagram account.
Yes, it is the exact same content, even though I preach don't do that, but I also only have so many brain cells.
Agreed. Yes, agreed. Alyssa only has that many brain. Kidding. No, it's.
I only get 3 a day.
You've heard the joke about the tenor brain cell, right?
Which one? There's only one.
Exactly. There's only one among all of them, and it just
has
depends
to travel
on where
across continents.
Across continents, yes. Tenors, we love you. Anyway.
I have no comment. I want to talk about how all of this has helped you in your music career. Obviously, you're building all of these amazing connections with your coworkers, with everyone you're on stage with, but how else are you seeing it affect your music career? For me, I've seen a lot of people on casting actually start looking at my stuff. Or like directors and stuff will go and check me out. I had a producer like DM me about something recently. That was wild.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So that was fun. And I went, oh, hello. I didn't know that was still public. Haha.
Check yourself. Anyway, it all comes back to checking in with yourself.
I mean, like, I post what I want to post. And if it's like,
yeah,
I don't post things. If I am not comfortable with a casting director seeing it, some people are like, if you can't let your grandma see it, my grandma's dead. I don't care.
The equivalence for Alyssa to grandmother is casting director. This is what we've learned today, folks.
Look, if I'm comfortable with a casting director seeing it, then I don't care. It's going up. A casting director and my middle school voice students. If I am okay with them seeing it, then I'm good to go.
I love this. Oh, goodness. Ultimately, what I've learned from social media ultimately is I've gained a lot of confidence in my career, specifically for myself, through the power of social media. No, but I look at social media. Of course, it's a double-edged sword for the world. It's done a lot of good. It's done a lot of bad. I only like using social media for the good and for spreading positivity and trying to make people laugh. I try to be kind as much as possible. I do have opinions. Do I share all of those opinions on social media? No, I don't. But I have to keep some things private, but I ultimately like using social media. It has taught me how to edit, which has taught me how to edit my own reels, to edit my own videos that I have to post. It has taught me that for me personally, it's taught me that the amount of followers or the amount of people that look at my content ultimately doesn't matter. I want to post things, and you said this too, I want to post things that give me joy. And so I ultimately just want to use social media as something that keeps me accountable for celebrating myself. That is something that I am very, very bad at doing when I might book something or I even get a call back for something. I forget to celebrate myself. And I don't post every single callback or every single audition that I might be doing on social media. That's just not how I roll. But when there are big things that happen, I remind myself, no, I need to celebrate myself. I need to hold my own joy accountable.
Yeah, I love this. I think in a much less serious note, I really have fun with all of the acting challenges as well. I think it's a great place to practice.
There's some fun things to do.
Yeah.
I love lip syncing. I think it's hysterical.
I think it's so funny.
I also think feel like a drag queen, and that's ultimately
it's
what
also
I want.
really good for your brain to memorize lines really quickly. It's just a good technique to practice.
It's true.
So you might as well. There's someone I'm following who is posting one lip syncing video every single day, and she's going, lip syncing videos until I'm better at acting. Day one.
Oh, that's so clever. I love that.
She's so funny. I like her a lot. She's like, I can see her getting better and better as she goes.
I love it.
And I think it's also like both of us have talked about it, but don't just post about your work. Like, be a human.
Yes.
Because
I agree.
I cannot tell you how many people I have met and dated that only talk about their work. They only talk about their work. I'm like, great. It's my day off. I don't want to talk about opera history. I want to talk about brunch. and this book that I'm reading.
I am laughing only because it is my day off and I'm recording and talking about
Sorry,
the
love
industry.
you.
It's fine. No, yes, I do like talking about. First of all, I get to spend time with you on
Yay.
my day off, so that's what I ultimately love. But that's just funny. But no, I completely agree with you. I love social media to promote the joy, yes, in your career, but just also promote the joy in your life. Like if you like cooking, if you like baking, if you like your pets, your animals, if you're going on a trip. Ultimately, I say I love posting on social media to promote anything that might make anyone smile.
Yeah.
If you think it's funny, it doesn't have to be career oriented. If you see an animal making a silly face, why not share that?
Yeah. I think we said it in both our social media and our branding workbooks is only 1 out of every 6 posts should be about your work.
Ooh.
I know. Random plug for our Etsy shop. Not scripted, actually, this time. It usually is. But, like, be a person. Live your life. Like, if you are only living to work, that's not living.
Oof. Oof.
And that's kind of where I want to end the episode.
I was about to say, before it becomes Inside Out 3. Anyway.
Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't already, make sure that you're subscribed to the show so that you never miss an episode. If you really loved this episode, we would love to see you tag us in your stories so that we can connect with more of our followers. Don't forget to check out our show notes for all of our resources.
See you all next time.
Bye.